We're here with Catch as Catch Can legend, MMA coach Billy Robinson here in Salt Lake City at Altitude Combat Sports. And we're here doing the Scientific Wrestling Certification Program.
Catch as Catch Can is the greatest wrestling sport, or greatest combat sport that was ever devised. It goes back hundreds and hundreds of years, even thousands of years. And it's what modern day mixed martial arts and modern day pro wrestling, although not pro wrestling when you see on television, real wrestling has become. Unfortunately, with the times and the changes of economy, a lot has been lost because we've lost a lot of the youth to cell phones and computers and mini skirts and whatever. But the point is to get young people into the gym, and this is one of the few places in America where I can teach and show the old knowledge and the science of wrestling. Wrestling is physical chess, and it's just a great sport.
Hi,
hey Alex.
How are you doing? All right.
Good
to be here. Alex Cook from Cumbria in the UK. Travelled 20 hours to meet Billy, yourself, and to get some really good training tips, and so far I'm loving it.
So what's been your impression? Because, I mean, how many MMA fights have you had?
16 MMA fights.
So you've had 16 MMA fights.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for how many years?
9 years.
As a pro?
Yeah, 9 years.
Yeah, so 9 years professional MMA fighting. And just tell me, like, in a few plain, simple words, how this compares to other training that you've done. Just one day. Today is the first day.
It's leagues and bounds above any other grappling I've done before. The first time I came across it was a DVD, and then I kind of fell in love with it straight away. So I knew I had to come out and train.
Cool. And what do you have anything that in particular that was your favorite so far today? That stands out?
No, not really. I know I've been in a lot of pain. I've been thrown across the mat quite a few times, but apart from that, I'm loving it. Absolutely
awesome.
Loving it.
Eric David. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay. And what'd you think of the information compared to other trainings you've done?
Vastly different than anything I've ever been through. Far more technical.
Okay.
A lot of nuances, a lot of subtleties.
Okay, here's the good part. Let's see the abuse. Put them out. Put them down right in front of you. So this is what happens when you come. But look, he's smiling, so it's okay. But it's the real deal, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and you feel maybe like a little more confident going back with your grappling game?
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Sean King, JKD and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. I really enjoyed the whole audit with Billy Robinson and Jake. I think it'll really fill in my game in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is missing a lot of this stuff, and the details were excellent. I'd highly recommend it.
My name's Sam. I'm from San Diego, California. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with Chris Howder, and I came out here this weekend and did the catch wrestling with the guys at Scientific Wrestling and Billy Robinson. The clinic was excellent. The details were awesome. If you come do this, it's going to expand your entire grappling game, give you new perspectives, and a whole new outlook on how you can grapple.
So, scale 1 to 10?
I'll give it a 10.
Don Powers from Orangeville, Illinois.
Okay.
I'm a cop. I've been a cop for 12 years. I fought in tough man contests, wrestled as a kid in high school.
Having real world experience with violence and also competition violence, coming here and learning, what was your takeaway? What are you taking away from this weekend?
I had better ways to beat the shit out of people. less ones that'll get you in trouble.
And maybe you're not going to have to work so hard to get them out.
Yeah, that'll help a lot instead of muscling everybody.
Okay, so not a lot of muscle, a lot more technique, huh?
Yes.
Great. Scale 1 to 10?
10.
I'm Christopher Cruz from Waco, Texas.
Scale 1 to 10? 11, good. We are here with Burley. Burley came all the way from Michigan to come train with Billy Robinson and do the Scientific Wrestling Certification. You've been working out now for maybe about 3 or 4 hours here. Tell us a little bit, first of all, about your background. What do you bring to the table? What's your wrestling experience?
Well, so I started wrestling when I was 7 years old, and I'm now 29. I wrestled, in high school. I was the captain. I went to nationals, and also wrestled freestyle in Greco. and I wrestled at University of Michigan my first 2 years. I also assistant coach at the local high school, and we got third in the state. I also have a background of boxing and martial arts from when I was younger.
So you know a thing or two about wrestling and combat sports, basically,
A
right?
little bit.
Okay, now, given all that experience that you've done with wrestling and been successful as a college athlete and as a coach and everything, what has your experience just been in the last two or 3 hours learning from what Billy has to say and you know, scientific wrestling and the catch-as-catch-can style?
Billy Robinson is excellent. I mean, the positions that he uses, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a move or not because the positions are perfect. I mean, you're gonna get a takedown, you're gonna get a submission because the fundamentals are sound. Yep, and it's something that can really translate. You know, an amateur wrestler can transition into MMA, can transition into submission grappling, and use these techniques. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're going against, jiu-jitsu, whomever, the submissions work.
The old pro wrestlers died out when modern day pro show wrestling came into power with television and the WWE and Vince McMahon and those people. But the problem is the old timers died off and there was nowhere for good amateur wrestlers to go after. And so they got into mixed martial arts, and jiu-jitsu came up with the Gracie jiu-jitsu, and they call things like an okimura, which is a double wrist lock, which comes from wrestling, and they only learned it because some catch wrestlers years ago beat their best. And the triangle, which is a figure four, and you can go back to Henry VIII, who used a figure four. Henry VIII in the 1400s, the King of England, was a catch-as-catch-can wrestler. And so what it is, it's just publicity now. The Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is the best. The boy I coach, Sakuraba, in Japan, has beat all the Gracie brothers. And he beat it with catch-as-catch-can wrestling. No fancy stuff, just plain good catch-as-catch-can wrestling. And if we can get enough youth interested, they themselves will blossom out and it will just spread again. Because you're not going to hold it down. It's societal who's going to put the ups and the downs. And right now, we're on the downs because there's not too many old people like me around that have the knowledge. But there's enough interest now that it's starting. And this could be one of the places where it can be the best in America.